So what is Morocco? Is it a messy, chaotic place where everything feels unpredictable, loud, crossing the street is a game for survival?
Okay, woo, it's a good one. Gotta go. I'm not scared. I know many monkeys. Look at that. We gotta
Go.
Or is it one of the last few truly authentic countries left? With colors, with sounds, with ancient cities, mosaic-covered palaces, and honestly, some of the best luxury behind doors you wouldn't expect it. Well, and so I would say join me on one full week through Morocco, from the big cities to the busy streets of Marrakech, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Let's go. In the airport right now, and as you see, as always, we're rolling with today's video sponsor, a Level 8. Look, this suitcase I just recently have been delivered, the Level 8 Adventure, and it's really a different kind of luggage. And the wheels is just the smoothest rolling luggage that I ever had, and it lasts. They have a lifetime limited warranty on them, so if something happens, you reach out to them, they can help you out. But this one, the Adventure, on the one side it has the wide grip, and what that does for you is there's just so much more space inside because you don't have the tubes in the middle. But I've never seen this before. You have top access, so you just open it up in here, nothing is falling out, everything is stable, you can put your stuff inside, and it's an extendable carry-on. And here, all of a sudden, I have another 10 liters of volume, and my carry-on becomes almost a checked luggage. On the website, you're also going to find all the other pieces they're having. One of my favorite one is the aluminium carry-on. As of right now, you can get 15% off with my code Danny15 on any of their pieces, and also they have worldwide luggage. So no matter where you are, they can get it delivered to you. And I believe US, Europe, UK, and Canada, free shipping. So a piece really worth investing in. All of the suitcases I've ever had, super quality. I would say if you travel a lot, Level 8 is the way to go. First link in the description. And let's keep on rolling. Good morning from busy, colorful Marrakech. So this is my first time in Morocco right now. I'm standing on the roof of one of the many riads, and I'm gonna be diving in head first. First time walking through the streets, arrived yesterday in the evening. It's one of the most unique places I've ever been to, but you hear different type of things. You know, some people love it, some people don't like it due to the chaos and things like that. And of course, I want to see it for myself. It is the most visited city in Africa for a reason. So let's see what is happening in Marrakech. This is the old city. It is surrounded by walls all around it, and especially in the evenings, it's super busy. It's hot. You know, most of the year it's warm. Right now during the day it gets like 38 degrees. But the nice thing is that actually in the evening it cools down fairly, like, you know, 20, 25 in the morning. So we're right now approaching one of the main squares. Thank you. So the Gemma Elfna Square Market. Guys, it's a crazy place. You hear it pretty much just when you start entering the old town. So first of all, they got dancing cobras that everybody gets to see. Basically guys having snakes, I don't know exactly. Kids want to touch them. And I wanted to come out here to hopefully throughout the day today show you a contrast of the city. It can be super busy, super loud, but also just from walking through it yesterday, there's a lot of different sides to it. So kind of like one of the main squares in the old town, music. It's 11 a.m. right now, and you see what is going on here. So it's a bit hard to walk through here without getting a juice offered. Also on the side of the road, they're having I'm good. Seen many monkeys. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Gotta go. I'm not scared. I know many monkeys. I have my own at home. Thank you.
Very much.
So look. You know, when you spend some time in Southeast Asia,
You have these monkeys in the backyard. In Bali, they like to take your phones. So the fear of monkeys has passed a long time ago. But that is kind of like, you know, if you're like newly coming in, it's easy. First of all, they just want to have money for a photo and things like that. But Marrakesh is famous for the fact that it's kind of like all kinds of little things people might want to charge you. The souks is famously a place where if you don't know how to negotiate, you're not going to have the best time. Overall, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm good. Gotta go. Well, that's when you want to have a microphone, right? All right. Okay. Woo! Good one. Thank you. All right. Gotta go. Interesting. Huh? Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me.
I gotta go. So that is a perfect presentation of what I wanted to show you. And into the a little bit more quiet and peaceful side streets. Let's talk about it. The city of Marrakesh, a little bit over 1 million inhabitants. This is pretty much the old town market. It's huge. You can walk around all over it, and you can imagine there's millions of people visiting this city every single year. It actually got famous. I looked it up. It's quite interesting. It has been world famous for a long time, but especially in recent history, people like Yves Saint Laurent, or I hope I pronounce it, even Winston Churchill liked to come out here to do what? To relax. During World War II, he was famously saying it's like one of his favorite places, come here to paint, take some time out. It's a different world. I'm sure, especially back then, maybe the guys on the main square weren't as busy yet or doing other things. And it's definitely a place that, in terms of, you know, all your senses, sound, smell, everywhere you walk, either something sweet, something spicy. And a lot of people, obviously, from Europe coming over. It's very close to Spain. And with that, well, you might think, you know, what do they speak here? Arabic? They do. But actually, most of the places have French. Since 19-something, it was a French protectorate, and with that, people still speak French. Even like a lot of the official documents in hotels are in French. And other than that, the very old language they used to have here, the Berber language, still spoken. But honestly, what I hear most is French or some like Arabic. Even a mix sometimes is interesting. So a little side street selling everything here, from different tours, changing plates. And that is actually a thing that I was wondering, like how touristy is it going to be? And it's actually a nice mix. If you're in the tourist area, it's very, very busy. But if you go to the local areas, you feel it's not a small population. Marrakesh is something like the third largest city in the country. Switches up often. But yeah, if you're into markets, you know, the only thing I could maybe compare it to is like many similar markets, maybe an Istanbul Grand Bazaar, something like that. I see everywhere they make these pancakes, actually. It's quite interesting. Oh yeah, the side streets are actually much more chill. You don't even get approached as much. So little side street, people driving through it, and beautiful. Everywhere, artworks, all throughout this city. But what is quite nice is that even on such a busy day, when you walk into the side streets of the Medina, the old town, it's quite peaceful, quiet. People still live here. This place is almost 1,000 years old. I think 1070 or something it was established, and it's one of the most preserved Arabic old towns in the world, really. Hello. Thank you.
Look.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Look at that. So this is one of the many riads. It's kind of like very old guest houses. They renovate them frequently. And then you're looking at... Space on the roof? Yeah. Thank you. Wow. I cannot tell what it is. Very interesting spice. Let's check out the roof here. Maybe have a coffee and breakfast. Wow. Beautiful. So interior is on point. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And So coming out, had some nice hummus, breaking the fast. So honestly, first vibes. It is really busy, but at the same time, whenever I come to a place that is like no other, it already wins for me. So super interesting little baby cat. Okay, it's a pregnant cat walking around. I would say let's get a little bit out of the busyness, the madness. Depending on the mood you're in, it can be really exciting. But I also want to see a bit of a different side. We're going to be moving to a legendary, already I would say fairly new hotel in the city, which when I was doing my research, I think should be quite special. The cafe you've seen on the main street, they have some interesting concepts, but in terms of hotels, I think they got some of the most interesting stuff in the world. So let's check it out. So guys, and like I said in the beginning of the video, Marrakesh is also really famous for its hotels, for its restaurants, and you know, definitely what I wanted to check out as well is the luxury side. And when I saw this place, the Nobu Hotel, first time staying at one, I'm really excited what we're gonna find. Hello.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien. ¿Español?
Sí, hombre, claro que sí.
Muy bien. Yo no hablo español, Ale. Hello. For check-in?
Yeah, of course.
Over there? Thank you. Oop.
This goes, sir. Would you please have a seat?
Sure,
We'll take
thank
care
you.
of
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay, sir.
Thank you. Ooh, just coming in, you're blown away. Like it's very subtle, you know, beautiful earthy colors, nice shades, still some daylight coming in from the top. Got this huge tree in the middle and some nice Moroccan tea. It's like a glass, but it's very thick, so you can hold a very hot beverage. As you see, the lady was explaining to me, they like to, like, you know, pour it in with an effect.
So this is the outdoor tables for breakfast, and those tables are also tables of Nobu restaurant. It's a Japanese kitchen 100%. It opens from 7 p.m. until midnight, and they have like different shows every day as well.
And the hotel just opened a couple of years ago, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it was renovated like 2 years ago.
And before that, do you know, was it also a hotel or?
Yeah, it was also a hotel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
What you want?
Alrighty, let's turn off the music, guys. Coming in. Wow. It's like, I would say, it's very quiet luxury. So the Nobu Hotels, it's a global chain, but it's actually fairly boutique. I believe it's an American brand between a Japanese guy, Robert De Niro, and somebody else. I've heard about them before. They're a legend in the US. But I think what really makes this place beautiful, and probably most of their hotels, I was reading up on it a little bit, and basically in each location, they very much adjusted to the local culture. I'm excited to see it. No location is like the other, like you see these little lamps. Alrighty, I would say let's go for a little exploration. So the way this hotel is structured is really unique. So you have this rounded entrance area. This is where we were just sitting. And then all the way up you have the different floors. Surrounded rooftop. We just got onto the roof and wow, what a place. Music is buzzing, so cannot talk too long. Basically, it is hot already. You got this like little steam going through and you get a pool. Definitely gonna hit the pool very soon. There's just music blasting. It's really like the feeling of like a kind of like a, you know, rooftop pool party, beach party, but very chill, very quiet and cozy. It's actually not even that busy. And so here we're seeing pretty much a good bit of the neighborhood, but what a concept. You know, on the roof you have this kind of like wooden shade, you have these things hanging, and in the back you're seeing the Medina, the walls of the old town. And really, because there's no skyscrapers really in Marrakesh, at least not in this district for sure, such a vibe. Basically, yeah, pool in the middle back there, and here you have this nice
restaurant area. Should have a reservation for 7:30. Lamp sounds good, yeah.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
is, and then I saw you have something like rack of lamp.
Moroccan lane. Look at that. Wow.
Okay, next morning we are going for a bit of a walk through the neighborhood. And I want to see a little bit something different today. You know, whenever you see and hear something of Marrakesh, you see the busy markets, you see somebody playing a flute to a snake, and I was expecting Marrakesh to be super hectic, to be super busy. From everything I have seen, people being like, hey, be careful, scams happening. And honestly, that back there is a very special place, and I can see the appeal. It's like super high energy, super different, especially if you're coming somewhere from Europe. It's a buzz. But for me, what I wanted to see is also a side of Marrakesh is more like, you know, where do people that want to live a good life here, where did they go? They don't go to watch the rattlesnake at the market every day. We are going right now to what I've been told is kind of like the most modern, nice neighborhood, Gueliz. We're not quite there yet. It's like a 20-minute walk from the hotel, whereas like the busy market is also a 20-minute walk, and maybe in the evening I'm gonna go there again. But just passing through here, I'm like, nice. It's a Monday morning, it's not too busy, it's super peaceful, going for a nice walk, beautiful clean streets, residential buildings, couple hotels on the ways. So let's get to the most modern area of Marrakesh and let's see what's happening there. And so over here it feels a little bit more like a regular neighborhood, if you will. Some little mini markets, money changers, little restaurants, some constructions. So that I would say is the real life of Marrakesh. So welcome to modern Marrakesh, I would say. So this is the neighborhood of Gueliz. Just walking into it. If you look it up online, you're gonna see it's basically built during the French colonial time. They're renovating it actually like heavy. So a lot of things obviously look like they've been just built in the last couple of years as well. But just as a part of the city, it's kind of considered like the new town. Very chill, probably in the evenings it gets busier. Lots of different cafes, cocktail bars. Here, this looks actually a little bit like the main mosque that we're seeing from the hotel. Thank you. Gotta go. Thank you. Okay. So what can I tell you? On the one side, it's really little cafe selling tons of vapes. Look, on the one side, it's kind of like, you know, you have like some malls, some H&M's and Zara's and McDonald's everywhere in the world. It's boring. But on the other hand, here it's like a very unique, modernized neighborhood. Yes, you have the big brands and boutiques around the world, but at the same time you have these old buildings, you have these old school press. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm okay. And you have a lot of guys insisting on all kinds of services, but it's not too much, honestly. In the old town, in the Medina, it's much busier. Here mostly peaceful, honestly. You can just chill around, and they're doing a lot of renovation, so it's only getting better. So overall, nice, even a bit cooler than I expected. Kind of like a nice mix of old and new. Okay guys, what I have found here is really quite something. I mean, I knew they have some type of spa, but underground here there is a whole different life going on. First of all, they have a pretty large indoor pool. They have some type of humid zone, relaxation zone, all of that. It feels like the whole property has just one whole floor. I was walking around for like 5 minutes trying to find a changing room. Here we are by the indoor swimming pool, and I still got it all to myself. People are maybe checking in right now. I think it will take some time to find this. But wow, this is beautiful. Indoors, it's nice and warm. And for the last dinner here at the Nobu, definitely obviously have to check out their Japanese restaurant. We're gonna be having the omikase, means the chef is preparing a meal, whatever is fresh right now, whatever is the specialty. Let's see.
Nice carpet. Damn, big one. Powerful. Oh, sorry, don't got anything for you guys. Oh, meow, 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 meow. Wow, what a big cat. Okay. My friend.
Good morning, guys. We are in a very different neighborhood, a neighborhood that is full of powerful cats. Look at that face, big one. And honestly, this might be so far my favorite part of Marrakesh. It's not as busy. There's a couple of shops. I'm right next to one that is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely full with cats. I don't know why this neighborhood, maybe because it's a little bit quieter. And let me take you to a bit of a deeper dive of Marrakesh, tell you my thoughts after being here for 3-4 days. Let me just take a photo of this. This is amazing. So absolutely beautiful side streets. And to be very honest with you, I was not sure how I'm gonna feel about Marrakesh because I heard it's very busy. A lot of people told me it's a bit of a tourist trap in the sense that the main market, I've mentioned it before, there's even like little documentaries on YouTube where people get into all the different scams that might be happening in the sense of, you know, like you take a photo, somebody else comes up to take a photo with a snake, with a this, with a that, and at the end you need to pay $10, $20, $30 to each of them. Things like, you know, selling carpets that are antique Moroccans, but actually not quite. They're just dried out in the sun and messed up a little bit to charge an antique price. But nonetheless, this is real. This is beautiful. These different spices everywhere and just a sense of aesthetic that they have in Morocco probably for a very long time. All these riyadhs, all these little side streets. Wow, there's an absolute baby cat. This one is probably a couple of days old. Oh my god.
Meow meow.
So we are in the Casbah district. People are selling fish here, fresh vegetables. There's going to be some very fresh chicken. We hear it.
And what I love about this part of town is that, you know, okay, I'll do a picture of me, yeah? It's interesting. I've heard that about Morocco as well, that filming here can be a bit tricky. That's the first situation. And especially like, you know, when you're pointing the camera at yourself, okay, let's be fair.
No français.
English.
Yeah, a little bit of English.
You go this way.
For what?
Medina, for Badi Palace.
I'm okay, thank you. I know where I'm going.
What do you want to go?
And so today is my last day in Marrakesh, mostly because it's getting crazy hot. Like the first day it was 35. Today and yesterday it was 44 during the day. And in the mornings it's kind of like a nice comfortable 30, 32, nice and warm. But then towards only 3-4 p.m. it starts to heat up like crazy, and then it peaks at 5 or 6 and still at even 8-9 p.m. it's absolutely steaming.
What is also really interesting is that some of these riyadhs, this one I think,
they're actually 5-star hotels, so they're like really transforming them. Is that this neighborhood has changed my perception of Marrakesh so far, because the other main, the Al Jafna, the square, you feel like most visited city in Africa. Tons, hordes of European tourism. And this is actually something that made me hesitant to visit, because a lot of places they just have like an old town and it's all just for tourism, just shops. You don't see really much of the life that once used to be lived there beyond the walls. But here, especially if you go into the back, into this district, some places, main sides, there seems like restoring this one right now. Yeah, pretty busy. But other than that, market's still probably like decades, if not hundreds of years ago. Not much has just changed. Selling fresh fish, fresh meats. But on top of that, you do have a little bit of
like nice new infrastructure here. The Zitoun Cafe. Tour groups. Hello.
No?
You know the name? What is the name of this fruit?
Le fig de Barbary.
It's like a fig?
Yeah.
Somebody told me it's cactus, no?
Cactus.
Yeah. How much is one?
See, 3 dirham, 5 dirham, 10 dirham.
Can you give me... Let's do one for 10. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Bye-bye. Look at that, guys. You see this? This, we have found out is a fig. I bought it a couple days ago, off camera, and I was really surprised. It's absolutely delicious. It tastes very different than you would think. It's actually kind of like watermelon-y, like a very sweet honeydew watermelon mix. That's how it tastes with these little grains inside. Thank you, thank you. Wow, amazing. I don't know if it's like, let me know, is it just a local fruit or in many different countries? Because I've seen similar before in Asia, but not quite the same. And while we are at it, right next to where we just were is actually where I stayed the past night. And let me show you how much value you can actually get in Marrakesh for very small money. Last day in Marrakesh. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I just thought, let's just get some accommodation, just something, maybe a local guest house before going to the bus station. But this place truly proves that luxury doesn't need to be expensive if you go to the right places. This might be one of the nicest riads I have walked by, and it's very unassuming actually. It looks like it's newly renovated, absolutely maintained with love. You have these little corners, plants. You do have to give it to them. They do really have a sense for aesthetic. Alrighty guys, coming in. Nice bathroom. You see everything is pretty new. I don't know, maybe 2 years old tops. Beautiful tiling. Lots of detail. Somebody perhaps went a little bit overboard, but I actually love it. Like so many different things. Still fairly nice sense for aesthetic. Here, guest bed. And then we're looking at this over here. So here you have storage room. Wait, literally bricked into the wall. How cool is that? Have two little windows, little pot, and this bed looks cozy schmadozy. Guess the price. I was shocked. I think first it was showing up for $38. I think I ended up paying $34. This is insane. I expected the most basic room, and this is actually a whole cultural little addition. So riads are the local houses. I mentioned it before. Most are structured in that way that I have walked by, and many of them are transformed into hotels, guest houses. And wow.
Are you traveling a lot?
A lot.
Yeah. How many countries that you visit?
Almost 100?
Yeah. How many countries that you
Almost
visit?
100?
Almost 100.
Almost 100.
All right. Very nice.
A lot.
A
Long
lot.
time. I'm an old man.
No, they are not.
Houses look like this inside? So other houses, do
Yes,
they?
all of them like this.
All of them have this inside.
Yes, of course. Because it's the name Riyadh.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that kind of houses.
Yeah. So back in the day, families just used to live, big family.
Yes, big family, grandpa, fathers, and also children, and sometimes also what's it called,
Grandchildren, yeah.
So that's why you can see it's very.
How is it in Morocco back in the day? Usually one wife or a couple wife?
Couple wife.
Couple wife, so need big house, right?
Yeah, you need big house.
See, that's why.
That's why like one or two.
Good. All right. Have a good day. See you. So here we are, back at the crazy square with the monkeys and the snakes. And honestly, thank you. Probably, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people that come here like this square. For me, having been at many of them, it's kind of like the area I would almost avoid. You do get a really nice view from many of the cafes like I showed you here at the beginning of the video. But in many ways, I would say Marrakech can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to dive into a very old Moroccan city that has been preserved and in many ways maintained beautifully. It has a very rough side, maybe even you could say in parts a bit dirty, a bit broken. But that is obviously what makes it also quite real. Whereas at the same time, the town where I'm staying right now, just like 15-minute walk down, very quiet, local, authentic, and actually also fairly clean, but at the same time people are actually still living there and going about their daily life. So in terms of having a great vacation here, having a great experience, the last thing they're missing here, or not missing, is having absolutely amazing hotel concepts and different it's not even just the hotels, it's even the budget guest houses where you see how much attention to detail is being put, and that is kind of like the positive development. If there's a lot of tourism, there's a lot of competition, places really like to stand out, to innovate, to do all the like different indoor decor and everything, up to a place that people are gonna choose them over others. So let me look up the name of the last guest house. The Nobu Hotel, obviously in a very different price range, very unique experience, absolutely loved it. The name of the guest house I stayed last night is the Riyadh Miss Caracal, and for like around $35, actually absolutely beautiful. Even got a breakfast on top. In terms of like traveling here, safety, everything, like if you're not careful, who knows, sometimes you hear something. But personally, like just if you stay out of the super busy districts, you see like girls by themselves in groups walking around. It's a very famous tourist spot for Europeans, so in that sense it's also pretty chill. So I will be shortly making my way out of town. Just gonna walk through some side streets I haven't been to yet. Okay, next stop in Morocco. It's gonna be the largest city in the country. We are overlooking right now Casablanca. Maybe you've heard of the movie, but you know, this city is actually much different from Marrakech, which we just visited. It's kind of like a contrast of small buildings, palm trees, we're by the sea, it's a nice breeze, it's not as hot, but at the same time you have pretty gigantic skyscrapers for Morocco standard, especially for Marrakech standard. And I'm here for a good couple of days to get a feeling for it. So right now we're on the roof of the hotel. I decided to stay here in the old town. We're overlooking the port. There seems to be some modern development. This is one of the largest mosques in the world. So let's go for a little walk and let's see how it is around here. Honestly, first impression, very different from Marrakech. This is truly not just kind of like a tourist place. It's, what is it? Around 4 million people living here. It's pretty much where the whole country happens, where most of the business is. The heart of Morocco. The capital is actually Rabat, kind of like the administrative capital, but this is where most of the things happen. Let's go check it out. So here we are right now walking through the old town, you could say. It's the oldest part of Casablanca I've actually seen. It's a good location, close to the central station, but can get a bit busy because actually yesterday I walked through, very nice. Let's see, I think we're heading here. Yesterday I just did a little walk inside of the city, around 30 minutes. And you see there like some like twin towers, very busy, very European style, kind of like shops on the street, clothing stores. So the infrastructure in the city itself is really developed. But as always, you kind of have like an old town in the middle of it. But let's get to the modern promenade right now, which should be right here. We're approaching right now is the port of Casablanca. It used to be the biggest kind of like main trading hub with Europe, rest of the Arab world, connecting everything. These days still huge, but not the only one anymore. And as you can see, it looks very different from Marrakesh and feels also very different. Not like just a postcard here, modern buildings into there, the old town. And I want to really check out the promenade. I've seen it from the roof, looks pretty cool. So we are here at the Marina Shopping Mall. Pretty huge from the outside, inside pretty nice. Daylight coming in. I haven't properly seen the ocean yet, but yeah, they're building a lot. Honestly, don't know when they built it. It's a little bit scratched up. It's a Friday evening, pretty quiet to be fair, but maybe it's new. Yeah, it looks like still a lot is still opening up, so I would say it's not even fully finished in a way, or who knows. Maybe not too many people want to move in, but still looks very nice, very cool. Oh, I made it here to the waterfront. Beautiful views, beautiful vibe. And from the distance, this building looked really nice. I don't know, I hope they're maybe gonna renovate it, but if you look at it, it's kind of like all rusty. Some of the glasses are kind of like broken. A lot of them actually. I wonder why. But it does look like it's still developing. So nice and windy down here. Always want to give you a realistic perspective. Here we are. We made it down to the Hassan, the second mosque. Seriously, it's huge. It's the biggest in all of Africa. And honestly, I expected it to be large. Like, I don't know, thinking maybe like Abu Dhabi Mosque. But that thing is a whole different dimension. Just checked, it was designed by a French architect, but very Moroccan. And yeah. And so what is definitely quite interesting is that just in the side street of this modern mall, this huge mosque still got this old school life. You know, it has a flair to it. They're selling baguettes here, little shops, just like in the good old days. And so from here we're gonna pass through again to the modern mall, but you see the old life. And so guys, I'm sitting here enjoying the sunset overlooking the largest mosque in Africa. And I would say same place, different time. Tomorrow morning, let's talk about this whole trip. Alrighty guys, on a sunny morning, I would say let's wrap it up. Look, it's hot. We're overlooking Casablanca. Yesterday's sunset was just absolutely epic. And I think it turned out to be a pretty long video. I just wanted for a long time to see what is going on in Morocco. How does it feel? Actually, one thing I haven't mentioned, I've actually landed into Agadir, and I'm gonna show you a couple of shots right now. The coastal town of Agadir. It's kind of like 4/5 largest in the country, mostly newly built after an earthquake quite a while ago. And I gotta tell you right away, it's much more kind of like European popular than I expected to be. Girls running around in bikinis on their way to McDonald's. It's a beach town, it's a resort town, some nice restaurants, little shops, very catered towards tourism, in many ways fairly laid back and chill. Flights for me inside here made kind of sense, so I just strolled around a little bit the promenade. If you're looking for a vacation, yeah, could make sense, but I don't think it's quite exactly what I'm curious to find out about Morocco. I want to see both, the most modern as well as the oldest possible. Is that your friend?
Yeah.
Pet? It's like a cat?
What?
It's like a cat? Pet? Can I touch it?
Yes.
Yeah?
Wait. Go.
You sure?
Go, wait.
Look at that, we gotta
Go.
stress.
Go.
Oh. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. Ah, it's okay. Thank you. So guys, you see things you don't see every day. Somebody's boys don't speak English, but they do have the sickest cats in the neighborhood. Wait, it's a Strauss. I decided to check out the local market. Let's dive in. So the best thing I've just seen outside, actually. Super cool. The real deal. One of the probably biggest reasons why I like just visiting a new country is coming to a big market where I don't see a single tourist for now. Super cool. Selling bread here, super fresh, vegetable, fruits, everything. So I'm actually just passing through right now to find some transportation to Marrakesh. But this is already amazing. And I just seen a strauss, a pet strauss. I don't know what they use it for, outside.
And now arriving in Casablanca, that's actually also really what I wanted to see. I'm going to be flying out of here. But here you get the big city. You get to see how people actually live, and you get to see that the country is really industrializing. There's so many different skyscrapers. There's so much trade. The port, I'm looking at it right now. Everything is moving. Something's going on. And you see that a lot of the stuff has been just built in the last 10, 20, maybe 30 years, especially like, you know, you have this huge mall in the back. And then you have also the mosque, which has been built like not too long ago, actually. So Morocco is really going places. It's a very, I would say, unique country in many ways. A bit of a challenging factor is definitely the fact it's just a sign of kind of like mass tourism, and that's just what you're getting yourself into. Like even in Casablanca, walking around a little bit, there is people like trying to offer you stuff, asking you where you're going, asking for money or whatever maybe. In Casablanca, much less. In Agadir also, it barely happened. Marrakech, of course, millions of people passing through. It's understandable. But especially if you kind of like go out a little bit of the main spots, you still get to truly feel and truly see a bit of old world that is transitioning into a very new chapter, especially here in Casablanca. And just the nature, the vegetation, obviously, if you go out from a place like Casablanca and you go further inland, the more you go, the closer you get to the desert. So the sceneries are very interesting. So thoroughly enjoyed my little window into Morocco. Hope you enjoyed as well. Generally, if you're new here on the channel by any chance, I document my day-to-day life around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. And for me, I kind of like always travel with two perspectives inside. One, on the one side, I just want to see more of the world. When I meet people, I want to kind of roughly get an idea of where they come from, where they live, to be able to connect a bit, to understand the world a bit firsthand, not just randomly watch the news or whatever. So really, while I don't have the ambition to visit every single country in the world, the most major places, I'm curious. I want to get a bit of a feeling. Where I am right now, you can join me on Instagram. And well, I'm going to be taking in the view here a little bit more, riding out, flying out in the evening in Casablanca. Going to check out the airport. And yeah, this has been 1 week in Morocco.